So when you mentioned before about we're not robots,
Mm.
where do you think that AI and the robotic everything's going to, the thing is that we are going to get to the point where someone's going to be able to just tap in their, their like what the skin concerns are, which aren't necessarily going to be right. But then it's just like AI is going to just churn out like, this is what you should be doing. This is what. So do you think that's going to have an effect on our industry when it gets to that point?
Yes. So I've been at a lot of conferences. Where was I? I was at We Love in Sandbanks over the weekend because I was presenting the graduation ceremony. I did a keynote. Then a few weeks ago, I was at another event. I was
You're
at
everywhere.
Tones of Beauty.
People say
and I was
I'm
at
everywhere,
Elevate.
but you're everywhere.
I literally, it's been a bit mental actually. I've not even been able to keep up with some of the social media, which I spoke to you earlier. So I've been learning a lot about AI from industry leaders. And also I've been doing a lot of research into AI. I've been reading a lot. I've been talking to a lot of people within the industry. And I don't think we have to worry in terms of our hands being replaced. But I think where in the next 10 years, we're going to see a significant shift is automation. So reception, people booking themselves in, the consultation piece. And I think the best brands, and these are conversations I'm having with big brands, global brands at the moment, the best businesses are going to balance the human and the AI. That's really important. What that means is the expectation on the human is going to be far, far more because people are going to be really wanting that experience. We're going to have to create experiences.
They're going to want to go to experts.
Oh my goodness. Experts that can communicate.
Yes.
Because they can get AI or ChatGPT telling them everything, but actually breaking it down, looking at someone, being with someone and making them feel safe is a very different scenario. We may have robots, and there are now robots that will massage you and things, but I don't think that's going to take over. And I don't want to kind of add doom and gloom to this, but I was having a conversation with Dr. Glenda Rivio-Allen, who's an incredible resilience expert. And she says, no, AI is not going to take over that at the moment, but generationally, and this really caught me in my tracks. She said, generationally, we know what we know. So we've been brought up, our generation, in terms of people. My stepdaughters, who are 14 and 16, still know people. But what about their daughters and their grandchildren, if they choose to have them? What happens is that we'll become desensitized to the human as technology improves and becomes more prevalent in our lives, which means eventually, unless there's a physical movement around human, we will automate everything in the future. And I said, and it really caught me off guard, this conversation. And I said to her, I never thought of it like that. We only are comfortable with what we know. I don't do Snapchat. You might do Snapchat, but we do WhatsApp. But my stepdaughters don't really do WhatsApp. They do WhatsApp because we've made them do WhatsApp to communicate with us, but they do all their communication through Snapchat. They send photos through Snapchat. They chat through Snapchat. They send videos through Snapchat. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Now there's this whole different way of communication that is alien to us, but they now know. And over the next 20, 30 years, that will become more and more and more. And that connection that we remembered, climbing trees, playing Kirby, if anyone knows what Kirby is, when I was a youngster, they don't do that much anymore. Even, I was reading a report the other day, less and less 18-year-olds go to bars, nightclubs, or drink alcohol. They're much more around holistical measures. They're much more around yoga and eating healthy, eating clean. That's a good thing. But generationally, things will change and we need to also adapt. And I do believe our industry does not adapt fast enough. We get complacent, we get stuck, we get scared to innovate, unless we really feel like this is a safe bet. But I would say, let's think outside the box. Let's think about community. Let's create touch points. Let's think how to create amazing human experiences, because that is me the best of the industry moving forward.